Hello everyone, I'm coming at you guys today again with a video commentary, and the video I'm going to be commenting on today is Temper Tantrum Takes a Turn, Girl Goes Berserk in the Classroom After Confrontation with Classmate. Okay, so basically what we see in this video is there's a girl and she's hollering and screaming saying, get the F out of my face, get the F out of my face. And there's what seems to be younger, but probably the same age, either a boy or a girl, because I don't know. Really, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl or not, because these days, little girls look a lot like little boys. So I can't tell you, but for the purpose of this video, I am going to say that it's a little boy. So you see a little boy standing in front of her. She's saying, get the F out of my face, get the F out of my face, whatever. He's still standing, within inches of her. Obviously, she's increasingly becoming more volatile and more volatile. And my thing is that the best way to deal with women like this is to calm them down. Provoking them further into anger is not a good idea. It's not a good idea for anybody. It always ends up going completely wrong. And I did a commentary on the bus driver some while back, and I had a lot of slack with people that said there's no way that you can calm a woman like this down. That's complete and utter nonsense. If you try to calm them down rather than provoking them, most of the time you can get them to calm down by talking calmly and peacefully and talking in a monotone voice, and they will just start to come down off of whatever high that is that they're on. Because what's happening is they're getting increasingly angry because adrenaline is starting to pump in their system. And as you start, as long as you're able to stay calm and don't make jokes or poke or do anything like that that's going to set them off. I was recently in a situation with a woman that was very, very volatile, going nuts, but I was able to calm her down by just talking to her and acknowledging that what she was saying was valid, even though it wasn't. It still helps to say, I understand why you're going through this, and I understand why you feel the way that you feel. And she came down. But as soon as people around started to provoke the situation and started to poke at her, she instantly, that quick, became angry and upset. Okay, so after, there she's screaming, and he's still standing in front of her. She says that she's gonna hit him, and then uh what happens after that, and then she says that she's going to hit him, and it looks like she kind of bumps him with her chest, and that's when he grabs her, and he looks like he's just trying to hold her. But of course she's too riled up for all of that, so she starts to hit him, and then they fall to the ground, and he starts to hit her. Now, during this time, I believe it's the first time that you hear what sounds like a teacher say, because this is a classroom setting, um, that says that they need to break up. Now, I don't understand, if there were teachers in this classroom, why they allowed this situation to escalate to the point where it escalated before they stepped in. Um, this seems very bizarre to me. And if I was the parents of these kids, I would really think about suing this school, because those teachers, as soon as she started hollering and acting the way that she was acting, one of those teachers that was in that classroom should have stepped in. Now, what could have happened is that there was no teachers in the room, and then as soon as they started fighting, a teacher could have stepped in. I don't know. I don't think that was the case. I think the teacher was in the room the whole time. And what you see is, you see while they're on the ground, you see a white hand reach out and just touch them, not try to break it up, just touch it and then say stop. And that was probably the teacher, but we can't see it in the video. But I'm pretty sure that it was. But he doesn't really do much of anything to actually try to break up the fight. He just touches and says stop. This is ridiculous. This is a situation that could easily be avoided, and I don't understand why people don't understand how dangerous these kind of situations are. It only takes one good hit. It only takes one foolish action before you permanently put somebody in the hospital or you kill someone. And I'm talking about this again because there's a little boy right now who just is waking up from a coma from being uh, beaten on a playground. And he just got hit in the head, just the right spot where he had multiple seizures over and over and over and over again, to the point where they had to induce a coma. And he's just waking up after like like a whole month of being in a coma. This kind of stuff is serious. It's not worth it to think that you're being a smart aleck and think that you want to be a tough guy. It's not worth it, because you will end up destroying your life and you will end up destroying somebody else's life. Okay, so it looks like at the end of the video that the teacher finally steps in, and there's more than enough adults in this room, because when you see the video start to pan after she gets up from the ground, you'll see that there's multiple adults in this room. These kids broke themselves up, really. You know, the teachers didn't really do much of anything to break up the fight. They were standing right there the whole time. And so what she does when she gets up is she decides to destroy the classroom, because she's very, at this point, she's really, really, really upset. And I understand the level of anger that a person can get once, you just lose it. Once you get to that point of anger, you lose it. And also, another thing is, even without, something happening in this situation, anger is horrible for your body. It can cause so many medical problems. It's just getting to that point, it's not worth it for anybody. So what she does is she decides to completely destroy the classroom. So she's throwing things around, throwing tables, hollering. Looks like she's destroying somebody's laptop. Destroying the computers in the room. A girl, it looks like she's trying to hand her a coat, and she just keeps, throwing chairs and hollering and screaming and just going crazy. So, I was raised in a different way than a lot of people of my color was, and we were always raised to not not to get to those kind of levels of excitement and anger and stuff like that. My perspective when it comes to videos like these are always going to be different from everybody else's. But what I try to do is try to teach somebody something, um, and try to make some kind of positiveness come from situations like this, because this kind of stuff is actually really, really sad. And it's not something to joke about, and it's not something to be entertained by. It's situations like these, especially in the Black community, are very, very sad. We work too hard for us to continue to do stuff like this. We've come too far, and people have given up everything so that we could be here. And we could even be in a classroom setting. So to use that and take it and act a fool is just plain horrible. And we have to do better than that. We have to learn to do better than what we are portraying ourselves to the world. And some people say that it doesn't matter what they see us as, but yes, it does. It does matter. And we have a lot of catching up to do. So that's basically my commentary on this video. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I used up so much of your time, but have a good day.